Alright, hey guys, this is Combat Petting While Racing, and this is the beginning of my go-karting career. Tonight we have a go-kart that we got, and got our hands on it, and it is older, it is rusty, and it needs a little bit of work, but we are hoping to use it and run it and have a lot of people drive it. Myself, some of my friends. I'm hoping to, give people opportunity to try racing out the first time with this kart, and this should be a really cool opportunity. But we got to start. Basically, I decided that I'm going to try go-kart racing because there's a go-kart track 15 minutes from where I live. Actually, 12 minutes. Took me 12 minutes to get there. So, got a go-kart from home, brought it in, and gotta get it ready. We got a week before the first race. It's actually Monday night tonight. We're hoping to race on Friday night. So we got to get together. Basically the plan for tonight, night one, is strip the kart down. I'm gonna take the body off that's on it, take the engine that's off or on it off, and the seat, go over everything. This kart has been sitting for a couple years. I have no idea what kind of chassis it is. If you know just by looking, you can comment below, but don't really have any idea. It's been a long time since I've raced go-karts, so I know nothing about what I'm doing. But we got a kart, we got a Predator motor, you can see that on the bench back there. We got 4 new tires, a new rim, because when this kart last ran, they ran different style right sides. So like I said, we're just gonna go for it though, and see what we can do. So we got the kart out of the truck. We're gonna get it on the stand and get going. So here, I'll give you a look at the kart once we get it up on the stand. All right, well there she is. Try to back up a little bit. As you can see, it's got some character on this body. It's got an old flat top engine, which that's going to come off. The class that I'm going to try running is, again, a box stock Predator class. So that's what we got to do. That seat is too small for me. Got to get a different seat in it, which we have right there. And we got some side skirts we can throw on it. Basically, the class that we're going to run, you can't have a bumper on. So we're going to get rid of this bumper, get rid of this body, and go from there. And then as you can see, we got 4 new tires and 1 new rim. That's gonna be our right rear, right front, and then left rear, left front. That's what the guy told me to put on. But like I said, we got Keegan here. Keegan's here. You've all seen Keegan before if you've been on the channel. If you're new, welcome. But we're gonna strip this thing down and go from there. It's gonna be night one of this. Let's get to it. So as you can see, Keegan has gotten the body off. Everything's good. He got the seat off and all 4 tires. And now we're pulling the motor. Get that off next. And you can see, frame was never painted. And I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run with it for the end of this season. There's only 2 races, maybe 3, I don't know, a couple races left. I'm gonna run this weekend and then a big race I'm gonna try making in 2 weeks. And so I don't really feel like sanding this whole frame down, painting it, because what I would like to eventually do is maybe get it powder coated. And they're just gonna sandblast it clean anyways, so might as well just run it as it is. So again, just stripping it down. We're gonna go over everything, make sure everything's good. Lube up everything, make sure all these bearings are good. It's been sitting for 5 years, those two Look good. That one's actually really good. Still spinning. Master cylinder. Pumping. But you gotta make sure these rear end bearings are good. So once we get the chain unhooked and we'll get this brake undone, we'll see how freely that all spins, if it's growling or making any noises. We'll go from there. Okay, well that is night one of the beginning of our karting experience. Got it stripped down. I got one tire mounted up myself. Had a bear of a time getting the bead to pop. I just didn't know how much pressure I should put in, but just got the 2 more tires to mount up, and tires will be mounted. So I think we got a good jump. Hopefully, you know, things left to do. Obviously, gonna break in the motor. I just pulled that out, got the oil in it, and we'll break that in either tomorrow or Wednesday, and get the motor mounts off of this motor. The motor mounts were rusted up pretty good to the block, so got spraying lube on there. Try to let those sit overnight and hopefully get those off. We'll have to pull the clutch off this to put on here, and like I said, we got to figure out our gear that we're gonna run. Gotta reach out to some guys and see just exactly what gear we should run. We got a good start, so we will hit it hard either tomorrow or Wednesday. So here we go. We'll see you then. All right, we're back for day 2 of our go-karting experience, and Keegan has gotten the board on the the go-kart attached to a board, so that way we can run it out in the backyard while we get more work done. So all we got left to do is pour some gas in it, and we'll take it out back and fire it up and let it run for 3 hours like they said. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, we're just gonna let this thing idle at this speed for about an hour, and I think we'll turn it up a little bit after an hour, and then after 2 hours we'll turn it up a little bit more, and it should be broken in. All right, well, while Keegan is figuring out how to get this clutch cover off, I am going to pull this chain off and get this broke loose so we can get our seat kind of figured out and situated tonight. All right, so got the seat in, mounted. We're gonna have to put a brace on this side. I don't like how much flex that is, so we'll just go from here to this hole, and that will be good. But seat's in, and so we're gonna, he can throw the tires on, and we're gonna set it on the ground and just make sure that it's comfortable. I know probably should have mocked it all up, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. If not, I won't say anything, and we'll keep moving on. Showing a lot of leg. Okay.
Is that good?
You have to lose about 10 pounds before the race, but whew. This is gonna take some getting used to.
It looks a little snug.
Well, yeah, it is. Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable for like a 100-lap race. I hope there's no reason that I have to get out of this cart really fast. That's not happening. All right.
Can you get out?
This is where we're gonna put the transition, and I'll be out of the cart. Fat guy in a little cart. Voila! Super easy. Oh, you can like go swimming in that thing. Okay, well that does it for night 2. Got our seat mounted, almost mounted. Like I said, we're just gonna make this little support bar. I got 3 of our 4 tires done. I gotta go get another rim for the right front. Apparently we're gonna run a bigger tire on there, and I got the motor broken 2/3 of the way. So pretty productive second night. Also figured out some things for the gearing. Got our engine mount taken off and found out that we have the correct clutch hub, I believe it's called, for this clutch. So have the right gear for it. Someone told me a 13 on the clutch and a 60 on the rear end for this track that we're going to be running at Palmyra. So again, have no idea what we're doing, if we're doing it right, but you know, continue to make progress. I did be able to sit in the cart, although it was super uncomfortable. I was told that you want to be laying back and you want the seat as low as possible. So like you saw, we, you know, put that piece of road sign on the cart and put that seat basically, you know, right along the bottom of the frame rail. So I think we got a good start for day 2. Tomorrow we'll try to mount the engine after I break it in while I'm at work and go from there. So see ya tomorrow. It is Tuesday night now. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and racing on Friday. So still got a lot to do. Have no idea what we're gonna do for setup, but we'll figure that out. All right, see ya tomorrow. All right, and we're back. It is actually Thursday. Keegan's back with me, but it is Thursday. I did a little bit of work last night. I didn't get it on video because I thought I'd get a lot more done, and I didn't. But basically all I did, that I didn't get in camera, is put this motor mount on. Obviously it's not, you know, fastened yet, but just kind of had it there. I don't know how I feel about it being angled like this. I don't know, it's probably something wrong, but we're just gonna run with it because we don't have a whole lot of time because it's Thursday and the race is tomorrow. And so anyways, that's kind of what we're working with here. What took me all night was getting the old clutch off of this old engine, which, as you can see, those ridges probably gave us a problem. I don't know how well this is focusing, but whatever. You can kind of see, but man, it was a bear to get it off. Basically use these wrenches to wedge between and work it. Basically use these wrenches to wedge in here and work it up. I don't have the right tools for that, but we got it off. Now we can get this clutch figured out and get it onto the cart, so then we can get our chain figured out and then we can get it down on some scales. So the goal of the rest of the evening is to try to get this clutch on this cart and get this clutch cleaned up. And then I also have one more tire, which I got a new rim for, so I can mount my right front up and we will have the tires squared away. So that's what we're gonna work on now. Ready, Keegan?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, so as you can see, we got our motor somewhat squared away. What we're trying to do now is line up our front sprocket to our rear sprocket. And so we're gonna get the motor all the way over as far as we can that way to the seat that's comfortable, because we want our weight as far over to the left. I would assume that's what you want in racing. And then we have all this, we'll adjust our rear based off of where our front is. So that's what we're working on now. All right, a little update on where we're at. I can't remember, I think we did get it on video, but I put a new chain on. I got this chain when I was in 7th grade, brand new for winning a championship, go racing go-karts, and set it aside because we knew someday it'd be good for us. So we got it on, everything looks good there. Getting the motor finished up, mounted, and now I am in the process of figuring out how we're going to do our throttle linkage. That's what we're working on now. All right, well, that was kind of a bad YouTuber here, but we have gotten some work done. Keegan got the side skirts mounted. There's that side skirt, and I got the throttle cable figured out. Hopefully you can see that. You can see it pretty well, but just basically use the stock mounting position. Keegan, why don't you hit that throttle? See, it pulls it all the way in. So I should have got more of that on video, but it is what it is. I just got to get this throttle cable lined up, and we're gonna start it up and see how it works. Let's do it. Let's just start it and see. Nothing rattles apart. All right, let's do it. All right, well, I think we got a good enough start to be able to at least take this to the track and maybe get on it. It's pretty dark out, but we took it for a quick ride, and basically we were bottoming out. The seat was hitting, which isn't my favorite. So gotta adjust the ride height on this thing, which I think we can adjust by changing these shims. And as long as we pull 2 out on that side and 2 out on this side, I would assume that will be okay. I think we're gonna be good to at least run tomorrow night. You know, just run some laps or whatever. I guess that would be good enough. And then there's an open practice Sunday, so we'll see. But I guess we'll end this video after we do those couple things tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you in the morning. All right, well, good morning. It is Friday, race day. And I just pulled the seat off real quick and trying to decide what we're gonna do. Obviously gotta bleed the brakes. Oops, sorry. Obviously gotta bleed the brakes. But gotta figure out, I gotta raise this chassis up a little bit. So that's gonna be my first thing I'm gonna do right now, is get this chassis raised. So what we're doing now is trying to get our some tire pressure set. Got all 4 tires on. I had to take this tire to the guy who's been helping me out, and he had sleeve that went around the tire, fill it up to beat it. So we got that beaded. So we're gonna set all of our air pressures and we're gonna try to figure out our stagger. I was told 1 inch of stagger, which is the tire size difference between the outside and the inside. So we're gonna try to get 1 inch front and back is what I've been told, just kind of a base setup. So that's what we're gonna work on now. All right, so I ran to the store, picked up some hardware, some stuff for these side skirts. All right, so I got side skirts on, got some hardware for the engine, and I got all new lug nuts for the tires. So we're gonna throw the lug nuts on the tires. I have my right rear, got the tires somewhat figured out, trying to get, I guess, 1 inch and 1/4 in the front and then 1.5 inches in the back. So I had to blow up my right rear. I had to switch the 2 right sides because I had a way bigger right front than left, or right front than right rear. So I switched them. The right front is good on stagger, so I had to blow up the right rear to get that. So I got that sitting in the sun, but I'm gonna throw all the wheels on now. And I'm gonna throw the seat back in. I raised, didn't get it on video, but I raised, you can actually see the holes. I went down 1 hole on both sides of the rear end, and I moved the front end up 3 of these washers on both sides. So hopefully we won't be dragging across the ground. But let's throw this thing together. It is, I believe, about almost 4 o'clock, and I was hoping to leave the racetrack, or leave the shop by 5. So we got to throw this together quickly. Right, so we did it. I know I didn't get like hardly anything on video for the end of the preparing for this go-kart race. But we did get the cart on some scales. All right, there's my set of scales. The minimum weight requirement is 375. Without my helmet and jacket or anything on, I came in at 373. So that's pretty nice. But we're gonna, it's like 5 o'clock, gates open at 4, practice I believe starts at 6, so we have to hurry up. I got the trailer loaded, I'll show you that, my stuff. But there's the cart, ready to go. Tires are set, except the right rear was way too big after I got it in. So I have the air out, hopefully it'll shrink a little better. But everything's loaded up. I got an air compressor that's full, so hopefully I should have enough air. We're ready. Got a big thank you to my church for letting me use their trailer. The way they saw it is it's free, free advertising for them. So thanks to One Mosaic of Adrian. But we're ready to go. We're gonna try hitting it there and getting there, and watch the next video for our race day experience, which is halfway in this video. But thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll get it out soon. Bye.